Hey folks, Twisha Christian here. I want to give you guys a quick update on ZNOG Oil and Gas. And I want to talk a little bit about failures to deliver with ZNOG Oil. Alright, so today it closed out at 47 cents. And we did see ZNOG Oil drop down to about 29, 28 cents. And so I know I picked up some more when it did hit that price. And I know a lot of you did pick up some more with that because we're anticipating a news release at any moment at this point. But also too, the other thing I do want to address is that in my video last week I did make a mistake, and I had put in the video and discussed whether insiders were buying, and actually those were just stock options. They weren't actually purchases of common stock. So I do apologize about that, but it doesn't take away from the fact about what we're getting ready to experience. I'm just a trader like everybody else, and I make mistakes. And honestly, I was in a hurry, and I made the video way too quickly without really kind of digging in. But you guys already know I did a lot of work and a lot of research with ZNOG Oil in general. So the 5-month plan ended on the 6th of June, right? And according to their last update, they were on time, they were on schedule, right? So that would have been the week of June the 6th. Right, so we haven't heard anything, and today is June the 30th. So with July 1st coming around, a new fiscal month, with the holiday coming in July, on July the 5th, I'm not going to expect any type of release until after then. That's just my expectations. Now, regardless of what happens, one of the things that I've been contemplating in my head is, how is ZNOG Oil going to release this news? Right, and what I mean by that is, are they going to release it during trading hours, or they're going to release it, after trading hours or before trading hours, or over the weekend, or on the day before, right? Because there's going to be strategies. Because if they announce positive news, not during trading hours, then you're going to have the opportunity to go in and buy, right? The only thing that I worry about with this, because it is in the OTC markets, and there is a lot of shorting going on with ZNOG Oil. So if they do release the news, say during trading hours, right, we're not going to really, unless we're sitting there at the computer and people get the email, and then you may have the opportunity to buy right then and there at that point. And so also too, I think that if it is released, say on the weekend, on a Saturday or on a Sunday, it's not going to have as much impact on the stock as if they announced it during trading hours. And there'll be strong momentum with that stock if they do it that way. So it is very possible that if we don't hear anything, it is very possible if we don't hear anything this month, this price could go back down until the actual announcement. So that's just the way I'm looking at it. Right, I'm not no expert. I'm not looking at technicals or anything like that, because where we are at right now, a lot of it's based on news. But one of the things that I do want to bring up is the ZNOG Oil short interest, and I'm still learning more and more and more about it and how it works and signs and signals that I'm looking for. And we can see that the short volume is actually pretty low right now, and we saw some upticks there back about a week and a half ago. We saw the short volume increase dramatically. What I want to discuss is the fails to deliver. And it is astronomical according to the information that I have right here. And this does affect the share price. And if you're not paying attention to what's going on with AMC and GameStop, if you're not familiar with what's going on with fails to deliver and why it happens, and how they are purposely doing that, failing to deliver. And so usually hedge funds, and they've been getting away with it for a long time, and I know some of the rules have changed, but I just want to kind of just read a little bit so you understand. Okay, and this is from Investopedia. Failure to deliver, FTD, refers to a situation where one party in a trading contract, whether it's shares, futures, or options, or forward contracts, does not deliver on their obligations. Such failures occur when a buyer, the party along with the position, does not have enough money to deliver and pay the transaction at settlement. The failure can occur when the seller, the party with a short position, does not own all or any of the underlying assets required at settlement and so cannot make the delivery. And so that number was astronomical, right, compared to what we have seen. And this does affect the stock price. And now, whether that is relating to specifically shorts, might think it might, but I'm no expert. But around that time, June 14th, 15th, the price was 28-29 cents. And I do look at the shorts. I look at the short volume. I see if the shorts are pouring all their money in, then it could foretell that the price is about to go down. That is a lot of stocks, and that can affect the stock price. If shorts are required to cover their positions and they don't, and there's a fail to deliver, it's very well that the price should be a lot higher than what it is, because they should be covering their positions right before the price gets too high. And that's something that I've been studying, especially looking at other people who talk about the failures to deliver, dealing with AMC and GME, and how that does relate, and how it can negatively affect the stock price. They're supposed to be covering, but the rules under the SEC are so loose. They can basically just keep shorting and shorting and shorting until they can try to pull the stock down as much as they can. Right, but this is what they've been doing to Zion Oil for a long time. So that's just looking at that information. The volume isn't really too high, so I think there's just a lot of anticipation waiting on this news and going back and looking. Folks, we still might not hear anything for the whole month of July. Hopefully we will, but obviously it wasn't for the month of June. So, folks, like I said, this is my opinion. Everything that I'm sharing with you here, and it's just based off all the research that I have done dealing with oil companies and how long it takes to evaluate and test and all that. So it doesn't necessarily, everything applies to Zion Oil. Each company may operate a little bit differently. Zion Oil is in a hot spot too, as well, as far as a conflict zone. So it may be very well that there's a lot of other precautions that they have to take before they make any kind of announcement. So we may not see anything in July. It's just going to be a wait and see. So folks, thank you for listening. God bless. And with that being said, Twisted Christian out.